Welcome back to LPB Racing. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel, and we hope you enjoy the content that you're about to see. LPB Racing presents the LPB Super Formula World Championship. This is round 2, race 1 from Catalunya. Hi everyone, and welcome back to LPB Racing for the LPB Super Formula World Championship here on GTSport. This is round 2 of the championship at Catalunya in Spain. We're at the Circuit de Barcelona, the Grand Prix layout. So let's take you through the grid then here for race 1. So it is TY on pole position. He gains pole position after a brilliant qualifying from Neil Farmack in 2nd place in the Jordan. Then it is Techno 3rd in the McLaren with Seat 1 4th in the Williams. And Jamo takes 5th in the Castrol Honda, with Domingo 6th in the Mercedes Toyota. Then it is Will in the Jordan in 7th, a good qualifying for him. Red Bull in 8th. In the Red Bull car. Keith in 9th in the Williams, with Rodders 10th in his Renault. Then it is Blake in 11th in the Red Bull, with Firepower in the Castrol car in 12th. Stevie's 13th at the back, near the back in the Mercedes. Bidster is really far down, the weight not helping him at all in the McLaren. And then it is Bradders at the back in 15th with weight on his car as well. So the weight runners are Stevie, Bidster, Bradders, Jamo and TY in that order. So from the heaviest to the least heaviest. So TY took pole position with 5th place weight on his car, 20 kilos on his car. So not bad. Jamo's up near the middle, but then Bradders, Bidster and Stevie at the back, weight suffering. So Revs rise here then at Barcelona, and away we go. And TY gets a lot of wheel spin as we go off the line. Techno and Neil could take advantage here. Bidster's on the grass in the middle of the pack anyway, rejoins, but he'll be down near the back of the field. And coming down towards turn 1, it is Neil Farmack on the inside line, who looks like he's going to take the lead. TY tries to hold it around the outside, but Neil holds on. Techno gets shuffled out towards the middle as well as you go into the big long right-hander of turn 3. Seat 1 under pressure from Red Bull. The two Belgians already going at it here now, in towards turn 4 now. Into the right-hander, Seat 1 on the inside of Techno, side by side. Red Bull and Domingo not too far behind, still side by side for Techno and Seat 1 here, but Techno has the inside for the left-hander and should hold on to 5th place. Good start by them. Domingo now having a look at Red Bull and trying to fend off Rodders at the same time as you go into the left-hander. Use the camber, use the curve. Oh, massive twitch there for Domingo as you go up the hill. There's Techno now. He's having a look at Will in the Jordan, who gets a little penalty for track limits there. So down to the hairpin, he's looking to the inside line, he can't quite make it stick there. Will has a penalty to get rid of, and Seat 1 dives to the inside, passes Techno, and Will spun on his own. Will spins on his own. Techno and Seat 1 get collected in there as well. Techno's stopping. Why is he stopping? It wasn't his fault at all. Meanwhile, Will's on the grass trying to recover, but Techno obviously must have thought that it was his fault, but it was Will's own error for making that mistake, for putting the power on too early. Bit of a dive bomb from Seat 1, but then again you've got to have a go on the first lap, and there was a big wide door open, so you can't blame him for trying. So the end of lap 1 then, it is Neil Farmack in the lead. Well, no, he's not. TY is already going for it. He's using, and they're both using their overtake, and TY in the independent car to the inside in the blue car as TY takes the lead from Neil Farmack. Jamo 3rd, and impressive with the weight on. Jamo and TY here running the weight really well. As Neil has a look for the lead again, but now TY this time holds on to the 1st place, but he runs wide. Jamo could have a go here if he's not careful. Back to everyone else further back. Red Bull there in 6th place. Rodders up to 5th. Good start for Rodders from nearer the back end of the field, so the back of the mid-pack. So good job by Rodders up to 5th place. Domingo hot on the heels of Red Bull as well in the Mercedes. Further back we've got Bidster, Firepower, Blake, Bradders and everyone else down at the back. Will and Techno up too far back, so they could mount a challenge here. Meanwhile at the front, Neil Farmack harassing TY, trying to keep the pressure on him best he can, trying to keep pressure on the reigning champion. TY, the winner of the WTCR series, the last Tuesday championship that we did. This is on a Tuesday, the Super Bowl. There's a Domingo and Red Bull side by side through the complex, and Red Bull holding on to the inside line, and Domingo no way through yet. Domingo not able to find a way past the Red Bull driver. So into the chicane. But be careful not to hop the curbs too much, because otherwise you'll end up well, you'll end up in real life you break suspension, but in this you go on 2 wheels and lose a hell of a lot of time. Meanwhile, Vince is on the back of Stevie, having a go at Stevie here. They're both cruising over, trying to defend from one another. Meanwhile, Red Bull catches right up to the back of Rodders. He must have used some overtake there. But no way through for him. Bidster, meanwhile, can't get around Stevie here. McLaren driver struggling to get past Stevie. In the old 1988 colours from the McLarens of Senna and Prost at the time. And Bidster with his Senna helmet on, and lifelong Senna fan. And he goes for the switch back on Stevie in the Lewis Hamilton car in the Mercedes, but then goes through. Bidster holds on, does the switch back and holds position. Firepower's defending from Blake now, who's starting to become a threat to the back of this pack. Up the hill. Meanwhile, further up, we've got Red Bull and Domingo still at it. Red Bull defending for his life. Domingo no way through still yet. The Red Bull holds up the Mercedes. It's like watching real life racing with Red Bull versus Mercedes in real life, but the Mercedes not able to pass the Red Bull, so kind of opposite to real life really. And they're really opposite to real life if you look further in front, because it's the Renault that's beating the Red Bull and the Mercedes. So yeah, and also they're all being beaten by an old Williams of seat 1, so you know. Meanwhile, at the front, Neil Farmack takes the lead back off TY. TY pulls the fastest lap on lap 2, but a 28 last time round and a 27 for Neil. So Neil moves ahead, half the overtake gone already. Remember, all the overtake must disappear before the end of the race, otherwise you could end up with a big penalty for not getting rid of that overtake, which could really ruin your race. So you've got to make sure you use it all. I think if you don't use all the overtake, it's another 10-second penalty. So you need to make sure that you use it all. Seat 1 fourth, they've got Rodders, Red Bull and Domingo actually starting to catch him now. Seat 1's got no draft from the cars in front, they're a bit of a way in front. Rodders makes a mistake there though, now Domingo gets a run on Red Bull. Domingo's been trying for a few laps, wheel-to-wheel contact there, and Domingo goes through, so not quite sure what happened there, but Red Bull goes back through on the inside, fighting back straight away. On the inside there's contact, and Domingo gets sent wide through the gravel. Keith has to avoid all this, and the rejoined Keith now goes around the outside of Red Bull, and he's now having a go at Domingo, but Red Bull not doing himself any favours there. He had to have a go back really, but Domingo doing well to hold on. Bidster and Stevie still at 9th and 10th. With Bidster ahead of Stevie now. Blake 11th, he's passed all these boys then further up, so Techno up to 12th place now as well. Firepower's gone further back, and also Bradders has fell back. Remember, Bradders is running 3rd place weight, he's got 60 kilos on that Renault. That's not going to be helping him whatsoever. Back to the leaders then, down the straight. TY looks at passing Neil Farmack, but can't quite do it. Jamo right on the back of this, just trying to keep in touch with the leaders, just trying to keep there just in case there's any mistakes being made. He's been kind to the tyres, and we're halfway through this race. He's used about half of his overtake, the same as Neil Farmack. TY has got the advantage when it comes to the little overtake boost. But bear in mind the overtake boost is only like a little 30 horsepower boost, but it's enough to give it a little bit of oomph, and but once it runs out, it runs out. So you just keep pressing hold, and it lasts quite a while. But it's about an extra 20 to 30 horsepower, but it gives you that little bit of an edge on the acceleration compared to the cars. As T1 runs a bit wide there, but he's okay. Further back, Rodders in 4th place now. Rodders in 4th, he's past Seat 1. Seat 1 looks in trouble here. Look at the tyres on the front of that. Look at the tyres on that Williams. Not looking good at all. As Seat 1 gets passed by Domingo, and hits Rodders. Can't stop the car. Hits Rodders. Backs off, lets Rodders go, but Seat 1 takes advantage at the same time. And now Keith, Seat 1's teammate, is right on the back of this as well. So that's closed all the battle for 4th place right up. We now have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cars battling for 4th place here. Into the chicane. Rodders just a bit deep there, but he's okay. He survives, but he's the one without the draft, so we'll have to see who's going to use the overtake now. Back to the leaders. TY and Neil alongside each other again. TY takes the lead back by using a bit more of his overtake. And oh, camera's gone funny. Sorry guys, there we go. TY takes the lead back, but Neil Farmack right on the back of him. Front wing almost into the back wheels of that car in front, but now he goes wide and Jamo takes advantage. Neil Farmack goes very wide at turn 3 and goes so wide that he has to let Jamo through, because Jamo, he was actually keeping it on the racetrack. So that's all changed there. Rodders still holds on to 4th. Domingo 5th now, ahead of seat 1. The Williams car moving backwards, but the other teammate of him, Keith, moving forwards. Domingo under-rotating the left front tyre there, but he's okay. Down the hill now, seat 1 and Keith right behind him, so's Red Bull. Bidster's gapping Stevie as well. Bidster's got his foot down now. The tyre wear not good on the front of that McLaren though, because of the tyre wear. Stevie now harassed by the other McLaren now. Techno, he can't get rid of these red and white cars as he goes up the hill. Techno to the inside line, and Stevie holds on to the outside. Back to the battle ahead. Seat 1, Keith. Domingo, we've got Red Bull trying to go around the outside of Keith, but that's not going to work. Keith will hold his ground here and not let him through. To the leaders, TY pulling out a gap now on Neil and Jamo. Neil back past Jamo now, so Neil gone back ahead of Jamo, and now on both on the boost. TY's on his boost as well, trying to run away, trying to extend that gap further than the draft, because if they battle each other, that means that they'll be slower and TY will be faster. See the others coming onto the straight in the background. So it's all happening in this race. Brilliant first race of the second round of the season. The Super Formula World Championship by LPB Racing. Good to see all the good driving out there, good racing between everyone. And Techno goes past Stevie, pulls in front for the braking zone, and Stevie now down to 11th. Remember, the maximum ballast on that car, the tyre wear will not be good, and it's not really compared to Techno's if you look. There's a little comparison there, and yeah, Stevie not on the best tyres now, as Blakely now comes up to the back of these boys. Will closing up onto the back of Firepower as well. Further up, let's have a look further up front. There we go. So Neil and Jamo still having a nice little battle for second place here. Neil Farmack's going to have to think about defending this, or do they work together and try and catch TY? I don't think Jamo got the memo, because he's having a look down the inside now, no way through past the Jordan. But now we've got Keith, seat 1 and Domingo all together. Domingo trying to hold on, not much overtake left in that car. Neither in seat 1. Keith's got a little bit. Remember, we can see this, the drivers can only see their own, and Red Bull hardly got any left. He's used a lot of it, trying to probably defend positions. Not got much left. He's got another 3 laps to run yet, so we'll have to see what happens here. But over the curbs, there's Bidster over the curbs behind, and his teammate Techno catching him up with the lighter car. Blake and Will now in head of Firepower. Will moves up to 12th place ahead of Firepower in the second 7-up car. Had a good start to the race, but then unfortunately had that incident halfway around the first lap, and he's been at the back ever since. But let's see if he can catch up and try and do some damage limitation here for the team as well as himself. As Jamo goes on the inside of Neil Farmack again. Jamo holds on to second place now. He's gone back into second, shall I say. Neil Farmack trying to counter-attack. No way through. Neil Farmack's tyre wear slightly worse, but Neil's got a little bit more overtake left than Jamo. We can see this, the drivers can only see their own. Domingo with a penalty there, and he's got seat 1 and Keith to keep back and everyone else. But Bidster and Techno aren't far off this either, and Bidster and Techno are together. Bidster lets Techno go. It's good sensible stuff here by Bids, because he's got the heavier car. He might as well use Techno to try and pull him up to the others, because Techno's got a good chance of getting some points for the team and himself here as well. So good job from the team there, playing the team game. Bidster, the wise campaigner, doing what he can to try and help him catch up. So TY in the lead then. TY holding a good lead now. He's well out of drafting range of Jamo and Neil now. They're in the battle for second place together. But Rodders holding on to 4th place on his own now. He's broke away from this battle with Domingo. Keith 1 and Seek 56. No, Keith 56 and Seek 1. The 2 Canon Williams cars and the Williams Hondas. The 1990 livery, or the I think it's the 86 or 87 livery of that Williams car, I think. So I'll probably correct me if I'm wrong. But Keith to the inside of Domingo then on the straight. Good move there from Keith. Goes past Domingo. None of these guys with much overtake left, because they've both been using it all. So it's going to be down to pure racing power, racing now, and engine power to try and do it. Seat 1 to the inside of Domingo, looking to get through the inside. Keith. All very close here, wheel to wheel stuff. Techno's on the back of this now already. Techno's on the way, but on the back of this. Domingo defends the inside from seat 1. Just his car goes in because of the penalty, but now seat 1 on the outside line. He'll not be able to get a move done into this next corner. He's going to have to wait and see. And Techno bringing Bidster with him, but we can't really do much about that because Bidster's heavy. So C1 looking to the inside again, but no way through. Oh, close there. C1 could have easily spun Domingo around there if he'd have got 2 up the inside there. They'll try and pick and choose your moments. Keith into 5th place. Keith in 5th place then. Holding on to the front of this pack. Domingo goes wide. C1 sticks and knows where he's not wanted, but Domingo says no you don't, and kicks his foot down, and no way through for the Williams driver. So Domingo in the Mercedes in a Williams sandwich now, with also they've got the Red Bull and the McLarens to worry about now, because Techno and Bitzer and Red Bull are all on this battle now. Bitzer's in some draft now, and he's got some Techno's got some real rubber tape to use now, otherwise he's in trouble. Meanwhile, Keith defends from Domingo on the inside line. C1 looks at getting past Keith, but Domingo does the shuffle, does the switch back. What a move from Domingo around the outside and goes in, nose on the inside for the left-hander. Good move there from Domingo. Keith now with his teammate behind him, Red Bull and Techno alongside each other as well. Oh, incredible battle this. To the turn 4 for the last time. Final lap of this race here at Catalunya. Meanwhile in the lead, TY halfway around the lap. Jamo is still ahead of Neil, but for how long? They've both got to use that overtake before the end of the race. TY's used all his. Neil's using a bit now, but he needs to use some at the last corner as well. Here's the rest of them. Domingo, Keith. Oh, they've got cars off. Techno's in the gravel. And where's Seat 1's gone backwards. He must have hit him. Seat 1's been honourable. He's hit Techno off and he's waiting for him. Good sportsmanship there from Seat 1. But Techno then, after a brilliant recovery, ends up being involved in an incident and goes back down. The Seat 1 holds on to 10th place. TY wins. Sorry, missed that. Slightly missed that. TY wins the race. Well done. Big well done to TY. Jamo holds on the 2nd place with Neil 3rd. So big congratulations to TY. An epic win. Ran away with it. Well done. Rodders in 4th in the Renault. And now we've got this battle coming towards the line. It's going to be Domingo who takes 5th place from Keith in 6th. Red Bull finishes 7th with Bidster taking 8th place after the others fell. Techno going to finish in 9th, but he's got overtake left. He's going to have a 10-second penalty. Seat 1, Blake, Firepower, and Will in 13th. Bradders will be 14th, and Stevie, for some reason, has gone right to the battle. Look at his tyres. Wow, Stevie's tyres have gone, and he's now got to try and get to the line somehow. But Bradders finishes 14th. Not a bad race with the weight on, but yeah, first time he's ever ran with weights in LPB Racing, so yeah, it's going to be a bit hard to get used to, but he'll get there. Stevie ends up spinning round again, so Stevie can't get this car home to the finish line. So let's see if he can. That's just nice and steady on the power, nice and gentle. So while Stevie's finishing anyway, we're going to go to the results of the race and we'll get the replays in for you as well. And now guys, let's have a look at the replays from race 1. Here's the first of the replays then, on board with Blake. Watch this, is wheel spin, slides! And that's how Bidster went on the grass, because Blaney just literally lit up the rear end and went right to the back. And now here's the replay on board with Red Bull to try and piece together the incident on lap 1. So into the left-hander, Seat 1 goes in. We have a re-tap Red Bull, and then Will just spins on his own with the power on. Then there's another tap from Techno, which is probably why he stopped. Then we end up hitting Seat 1 in all the confusion, and then we continue. We'll get some more angles on that for you now. And now let's take a look from on board with Domingo. So into the left-hander, braking. There goes Seat 1. There goes Red Bull. We actually tap Red Bull, and then there goes Will and Techno. A bit of contact everywhere. Everyone trying to go where they can. And Domingo gets going. And yeah, we just continue, so a bit messy through there. And finally, let's get Techno's view on this. So we're going into the corner, braking, staying behind Will, and all of a sudden there's a Williams, there's a Red Bull, and there is Will going off. A little bit of wheel spin, spins it round, we get contact as well, and we hit Will, and then we wait because Techno from the onboard didn't really see what was going on, and he thought it was his fault. Now here's a replay of what happened to Stevie for him to start going right to the back of the field, and he goes over the curb, puts too much power on, and round she goes, almost goes into the pit lane, touches the wall, but look, he immediately gets on the power to try and turn the car around. That's going to scrub the tyres. He's now turned the car around, and then he puts more, and then he puts too much power on again, spins round again, almost into the entrance of the pit lane, and then reverses back, and then gets going again. And again, wheel spin everywhere, and that ruins his tyres and then ruins his grip for the last lap. Here's the replay of what happened between Techno and Seat 1 on the last lap, then going down towards the left hander. Watch this, Seat 1 doesn't brake, bang! Hits Techno that hard into the wall, and Techno doesn't know where he is, he doesn't know what day it is. He's trying to turn around further back, there he is. And unfortunately, yeah, it was Seat 1 just made a complete driver error, and he does let Techno back through. And now, let's get a bird's eye view of that incident from Red Bull's car. Watch Seat 1, doesn't brake, bang! Hits Techno off right into the gravel, and then Seat 1 has to sort of get on with it a little bit because he's got traffic behind him, and then runs wide into this corner, and gentlemanly waits for him. So guys, let's now go and look at the race results of race 1. So it is TY who wins in the independent car. Well done to TY from the Castrol Honda of Jamo in second. Then it is the 7-Up Jordan of Neil Farmack in third, with the Renault of Rodders in fourth. Domingo is in 5th place, with Keith in the Williams in 6th. Red Bull in 7th in the Red Bull. And then we have Bidster 8th in his McLaren, as we're about to just go over the page. Techno in his McLaren in 9th, with Seat 1 10th in the Williams. Blakeney in the Red Bull in 11th, with Firepower in the Castrol Honda in 12th. Will in the Jordan in 13th. Bradders in the Renault in 14th. And then obviously we have Stevie at the back in the Mercedes in 15th. Yeah, Domingo was in the Mercedes as well. TY fastest lap, a 1:26.4. So as we come back from that then, your winner is TY in the blue car there. Well done to TY in the blue plus car, the independent. An epic win. Had a nice battle with Neil and Jamo, but managed to pull away from them as they got battling. So TY wins the first race here at Barcelona, and we will see you next time for race 2. Take care, everyone. So guys, thank you for watching race 1 there from Catalunya. Hope you'll enjoy that one. Don't forget to like and subscribe to LPB Racing to follow us on our journey through the season. And next time it is going to be race 2 from Catalunya. More sunshine, more epic action from the Super Formula World Championship. We'll see you next time. Take care.